Hey guys, welcome to today's analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty. And what a day, a big fall. Of course, it was expected given the global cues, and the fall was nearly 1332 points, so more than 1000 points in Bank Nifty in a single trading session, which was huge. And all supports broken today. Let's check what happened. Just as the day opened, it opened with this green candle and it was a strong bullish candle. It was taking support at the CPR. This you can see is CPR, which is not very wide. The very third candle broke out of the CPR, which was this one, but it was still within the low of the opening candle. So was it a good idea to short the third candle here? No, it was not, because price would definitely have taken support at today's low and then it would have reversed, which kind of happened. It actually did reverse. You can see these two candles here, but then price took resistance again at this level and it fell again. So for a while price was trading within this zone. You can see this zone here, and after price broke down here with this candle, it took support again with this doji, then went up, then came down a bit, again went up, and then it fell. Now here it consolidated for a while within this zone here, and then you can see that with this big red candle it broke the day low support. Actually the day low support was broken by this candle, but that was the PDL, the previous day low. So the PDL is always important in intraday trading because a lot of action happens around the PDH and PDL level, since there are positions which people are carrying from the previous day. Then as you can see, price fell to the support that we had marked. We can see some price action around this area. In fact, we can see a lot of price action around this area here. And then with this red candle, that and the S2 here, as well as the support that we had marked, was also broken. Then after this there was a slight pullback and then there was a further crash. Then again around this area there was consolidation, which was broken here by this red candle, and then price fell further. Again we had supports marked around this area already. So here there was a slight short covering in the end. If you depend on the 20 EMA to take trades, I have talked about that in a few of the previous analysis videos. This is the 20 EMA which I have marked. So if you actually do rely on the 20 EMA, you could have taken a trade based on these two candles here, and you could have shorted the candle at this level here where you see a pullback. You could have kept your SL on the top and you could have taken your profit here at the S3, although it was not a 1:2 risk reward, but still you could have tried doing that. On such days where the market is very bearish, all supports are usually broken by price. No supports usually work, because at such times markets tend to react more towards news than towards technical analysis. So such times it is best to enter based on whatever trend following techniques or entries you are using. So one of my favorite techniques is the one that I had talked about, where I take entries based on the red candle taking out the green candle wherever there is a 20 EMA resistance above. So you can see that the 20 EMA was providing dynamic resistance above, and then there was a shorting opportunity at this level. But you should take your profit immediately at the next daily pivot or any important support or resistance that you see. Alright, so let's see what we can mark for tomorrow based on today's price action. Now I would say that you keep this level on, and the reason being that it has been broken by a single candle. It was a level that was providing support for the prior day. So previously price has taken support at this area and then it was broken today as a support, but price has not reversed to that area yet. So you can keep that area or the zone as it is. Just mark a zone on top of the CPR for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow has a fairly narrow CPR in Bank Nifty. If there are any more levels that I find, I will post them on the Telegram channel, so please pick them up from there. Okay, let's take a look at Nifty now. In Nifty as well, all supports were broken today. Again, the day opened with a big green candle, and then with this pin bar, it is a very strong pin bar, but it was taking resistance at the CPR. Those people who do not plot the CPR on their charts think that this is a candle to go long on. So they think that this candle gives the long signal, and then they are long in that candle. And whenever price reverses, there are a lot of sellers that jump into this at the CPR. So the sellers tend to push the price beyond this level, and whenever it takes out the low, it is taking out the low of the first 5-minute candle. So a lot of stop losses are triggered in this area and the price falls heavily. So that is exactly what happened today. So here, this was the day low. Let's mark the day low here. This was today's low, and you can see as this candle broke out of the day low, here it was too low to short this and then to keep the SL on top here, isn't it? So it would have been a very big SL. So one probable entry was that since the day low was also broken, see, you can see this DL written here, it is the PDL actually. So let me magnify it for you. I'll just delete these drawings. See, this is the DL, right? The DL and the S1. So this candle broke the DL as well as the S1. So this was the S1 pivot and this was the previous day low. Although the label here is DL, but the level is the PDL. And then the PDL was broken, and as well as the S1 was broken, and then price gave a pullback to the same level here. So whenever you see a pullback, you should take an entry because it is a breakout. So you can keep your SL on the top here, and then you see that it is a smaller SL. So you can see the pullback at 50%, jump into the trade at the retracement line of 50%, and you can keep your SL here. So your entry would be somewhere here, your SL, and then here at the S2 pivot, you can see what kind of price action it shows, and then you can take a decision whether to book your profit at the S2 pivot, right? So this is your SL and this is your target here. So that is one opportunity to trade in Nifty today. You can see that the S2 pivot was broken here. The S1 was already broken at this level by the very third candle, and then you can see that the S3 pivot was also broken here without much challenge. So it was a completely bearish market today. And then there was another trading opportunity, which was these two candles that I've talked about. The 20 EMA was sloping downward throughout the day today. So on sloping EMAs, I have already told you in previous videos that whenever a red candle takes out a green candle like this, you can take a trade, in this case a short trade, and you can keep your SL on top here, and then you can short this candle or you can short at the retracement also, and then you can take your profit back at wherever your next pivot or your important support is. See, these are all supports we have marked. So these are all important supports we had marked. They were all broken in today's market, but you cannot obviously tap the entire crash like this. So wherever your 1:2 is, you should book your reward and you should get out of the trade. And then of course we see that Bank Nifty bounced, so Nifty also gave this big green candle and it bounced. Anyway, this zone is a demand zone, a previous demand zone, and we have a demand zone from the 27th of December at this level. So that was the price action for Nifty today. Let's see where we can mark levels for today. Okay, now this level can be shifted up a little bit here, and in fact you can place it on the R1 if you want. You can place it as a zone also. See, this was the day low today, and you can mark an entire zone at this level like this. See, price took support at this level, so you can see price taking support here. Then this level was broken and then it provided resistance. So when this level was a support here, once broken it became a resistance, so it could not go further, price could not go further. So you can mark that level and keep that level ready. You can see a lot of price action happening around this zone, this area. We had already marked this area around the S2. So you can see how price spends time. This is what I have always told you, right? When do breakouts become successful? When they come after some consolidation. So a lot of consolidation in that area, then the S2 was broken. So read the price action like that, and then you can see a lot of consolidation around this area also. So that is one area when it crossed S2, then it consolidated and then it fell further. You can mark a zone like this around the PDL, and this gap does not need to be there now. The gap is filled. After this particular fall here, it was evident that the gap was going to get filled. Presently we don't need to mark any levels according to this price action because that area is already inside of the CPR for tomorrow. So don't confuse yourself, keep the levels at a minimum. This is CPR. So if you don't mark a lot of levels, you will not be confused. Keep the charts as clean as possible. Don't unnecessarily mark levels and don't make the chart too muddy. These are the levels that we should mark for tomorrow's trading, and any other levels I will update them on Twitter and Telegram. Just extend these boxes. These boxes still stay as they are. So this was the price action and the levels for tomorrow. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I post a new video. I'll see you in the next one.